Guys, it's Bushcrafty with another video. And like I said, I'm going to try to do these maybe once or twice a week on this backup channel. Talk about things that going on with the main channel and what I may have planned, things like that. And just stuff that's going on. Like one thing that I just seen earlier that our previous president, President Trump, said that if he gets elected 2024, that he will end the Russia and Ukraine war. It sounds good. I mean, it really does, because so much money is getting funneled. Is that a bad word to say with that? So much money is getting funneled over there. So much equipment, and you guys know what I mean by equipment. That it's ridiculous. And to me, now, don't get me wrong, 2024 would be fine for him to do this. That'd be a great campaign thing to run with. I'm going to end the war if you elect me type thing. But my thoughts on that, what if he did it before? Well, his stock would go way up. Way up. I think if he went over there and had a sit down and negotiated a peace with just him and the bigwigs over there, nobody from, Biden's administration or anything like that. Trump went over there and got things done, and they said peace. We'll do peace talks, and we'll stop the fighting and this and that. Boy, his stock would go through the roof. I mean, he'd be the man that stopped the war over there, that saved us tons of money and all that. Even though I have a feeling, even after, if, for instance, the war ended tomorrow, we would still send tons of money over there to help them rebuild and make their country great. Make their country great again. Yeah. I don't know. That's the one thing that I dislike most. I don't mind being charitable and helping people when they're in need and stuff, but we have to make sure that our country is running smoothly and everybody has everything that they need before we start helping other people out and stuff like that. We have people in all these major cities. They're homeless towns. You can call them homeless towns, homeless alleys, or whatever you want to call it, where a lot of homeless people live, where they freeze at night, roast in the summertime. A lot of veterans that need places to live, where we can just set them up and let them figure out what they're going to do with their life instead of being at the bottom. And there's people that are living off of others. We'll put it that way. People who take from the government that don't need it, that actually can go out and work. It's just a shame that there's so much money that goes out in certain programs that is higher than, because we have a lot of people who are on disability and stuff. You would figure that would be the highest thing that goes out. No, there's so much pain out in other things. There should be a limit. You can only be on a certain thing for so many months before you have to go out and work. But there should be programs in place, single mothers and stuff, to help them with this, so they can go out and work and have daycare and things for that. That would be a good place to spend the money, instead of, giving it to somebody that's a lifetime of being on welfare. There's no reason somebody should be on welfare for 20 plus years or something like that. There's people that able to work, they're not disabled or anything, that have been on welfare their whole life. And that seems to be a waste. But enough of that talk. What are we going to be doing for this week? Well, I kind of been liking the way some of my videos have been going for this week. We did, well, let me open this up and see what we got here. Okay, I think my first one here was for the first part of the week. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was food shortages for 2023, how to survive it. That one, it wasn't too bad. It got a good bit of people talking and stuff, because that's what I'd like to see on my videos. It's not so much the views, even though I'd like to get more people into watching them, for the fact that the more people are watching this stuff, more people are learning and things like that. It's for the best. The more people that, I'm not going to say convert over to being preppers, but open their eyes, even if they don't go hardcore and start storing a bunch of food or anything, just get started. And that's what it takes sometimes to just get the bug kind of sort of. Our next one was the 10 things you should know on creating a prepper pantry. I thought that was very informative. Wasn't too many people commenting on that one. Again, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the people who get involved in it. More people commenting and stuff, giving more ideas and stuff like that. Because there are people that just watch the videos, or as soon as the video comes on, they don't look at my goofy faces or anything like that. They go in and start reading the comments as they're listening, and they get a lot of good ideas from that stuff. And the next one was kind of, it's the shift thing. Everybody knows what the shift is. SHTF, 10 places to scavenge after a shift. And I did a lot of research into this, thinking about different places. If I was in a city or something like that, what would be the first places that would get cleared out, basically, first. And it's common sense. The grocery stores, convenience stores, things like that. Military places. Yeah. And then I kind of go back into the gardening thing, and some seeds that you want to just store back, seal up completely, make sure they're really safe and everything, that you would put in your bug out bag, or just have them to where it's separate from the seeds that you already have. And just in case you had to, that's the only seed you had to grow something type of thing, a stockpile. And that one got a lot of people talking about it, which was good. And then, yeah, six deadly canning mistakes. That one didn't do as good as I thought. Only 16 people come, probably less than that because I comment back on those ones. But the video of the week, I would say definitely would have to be the 5 crazy things only preppers will understand. And it was kind of funny in a way to think of some of these things. And it got quite a few people interacting with that video, which is good. That's what I like to see. What do I have planned for this week, I guess? Haven't really thought too much into it completely. I want to do some more of those type of things to get people thinking, get their brains buzzing and give them ideas and things like that. Because I think that's where it's at, where everybody should be learning and all that stuff. I had a few people ask me about the books again. So I may be bringing up something about some books that I have, some ideas that I have in these books and stuff like that. I've had a lot of people ask me about the recent solar flares and things like that, EMPs, because there has been a lot of talk about the EMPs since we've had like China on one side, on one coast, and we have Russia on the other side. It's not 100% proven, but you know, a lot of times it's hearsay this or hearsay that, or one person hears it on one channel and then it creates a life to itself. But it is a good thing. I mean, to think about what would happen if we did get hit by an EMP. What are some of the things that would happen? What would you need to do, say, the first 30 days to survive the first 30 days of an EMP? Something like that. And that's something I have to do a lot of research for and stuff. A lot of it, it's common prepper knowledge, I guess you would say, but some things people might not get, you know. What are some heating sources that you would have to do if an EMP hit or something like that? What kind of things would you think about in that situation? All good things. Maybe some how-tos or something like that. Been wanting to do some canning. I've been looking for some canning jars, certain type of canning jars, because I've been wanting to can some bread. Yeah, some bread, but something almost like a protein bread or something like that. Something has a lot of protein in it or something like that. Baking it, you basically bake them inside of a jar, then seal them up. And it's a good idea. But the thing is, well, I have a candle here, but you see how that's really straight out like this? Most canning jars have a lip on it to where they go in. So if you bake bread in it, it'd be hard to dig that stuff out. And I would want the bread to where it comes out in one jar-like length. That way you can cut it in slices, make little biscuits or something like that. something that type. But that something in the future here. And I did pick up some extra rice, and I may do some how-to videos on how to store your rice. in different things, canning it and other things. But other than that, I haven't really thought of how many videos that I'm going to put out this week, because I'm running through different things on the channel to see which ones do better and things like that. It's getting close to garden season, so it's some of the seeds that's going to be something good to think about. It'll be time to get out there and do some work in the garden, try to figure out the best ways of making some more raised beds, trying to get some more soil, things like that. That's where I'm at right now. And anyways, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I didn't want to make too big of one. Are these videos on this channel is something like you like to? Maybe I would do 10-20 minute video every day, what I've got planned and what are things that's going on and stuff like that. Is that something you'd be interested in listening to? Until next time, guys, like always, God bless.